Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Galaxy A53 with the One UI 7.0 update. Please excuse my voice. I'm under the weather and not feeling all that great, but still bringing you guys a hump day video. So you know what, if you guys appreciate me doing that, smash the like button to show your appreciation. I would really appreciate that. Unless you're watching this, days after it came out, but still hit the like button, it helps. But this is the Galaxy A53, and some people want to know what has changed with One UI 7. And so I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat, being honest, not a lot has changed with One UI 7 on the Galaxy A53. Some noticeable things you may notice is, like, for instance, the user interface with the app drawer. Swiping up accesses your apps if you have the app drawer turned on, and then you swipe up and down to find the app that you want to open. Unlike the previous 6.1 Android 14, you would swipe up and then swipe left and right through different pages of apps. So it's something that I think that is a good move. It's just one fluid motion that your thumb has to do, not two moves, right? We're not playing chess and trying to get a checkmate. So cool on Samsung to do that. When it comes to the widgets, you may notice some of the widgets have a little bit of a different change. But other than that, I mean, not so much, because again, this is Android 15, but it is One UI 7, meaning that it is Samsung's skin over Android. So a lot of the widgets are still themed the way that Samsung wants it to look, their vision of Android 15 widgets. So may not see too much of a difference there. If you're somebody who really enjoyed playing around with the AR stickers and things like that, you may have noticed that the AR zone is gone. It would normally be on top when you have the apps alphabetized, and it's not there. And the reason why is because it's located in a different place. It's now in settings. So you would go in settings, you would scroll down and find advanced features, and then you will find Galaxy Avatar, and this is where it's at now. If you want to build a new AR avatar, or just get creative, you do it here. Rather than having a dedicated app such as the AR zone. So don't be alarmed if you take the update and you couldn't find it. If you didn't know where it was, it's in settings. Everything else pretty much still is basically the same. So you go into your camera app, and one of the cool things I liked about the Galaxy A53 is that you can get the Snapchat filters without having to install Snapchat, because it is natively built into the camera app on the Galaxy A53, which I don't see this built in on the Galaxy S21 camera, and I thought that that would carry it because that is a flagship device. It doesn't carry it at all whatsoever. But some of you guys that have different Samsung Galaxy devices, if you guys notice that it has this fun mode, which is the Snapchat filters, drop a comment of the model number of the phone so other people know other phones that may have it, because I don't know if the A54 has it, if the A55 continues to have it, but that's just one of the things that I liked on the Galaxy A53. So drop a comment, let me know. But you guys also have your additional settings here. So you have Pro Mode in photo and Pro Mode in video. That's a nice touch. As well as your food shots and super slow mode, macro. You guys still maintain those. Nothing's really changed on that. You can switch it up from 64 megapixels to 16 megapixels if you want to. Up to you. Just know this, that when it's in 64 megapixel mode, some of the additional settings to tweak a photo is disabled when shooting in that mode. So if you want to really kind of mess around with photography, keep it at 16 megapixels. And then you'll have more settings to kind of fudge around with to achieve a photo that you guys want. Oh, I'm losing my voice here. Anyways, so yeah, that's the cameras. And you still have all the basic things you could do with a Samsung device, like you can theme it, get themes to change up the look. And overall, if people were to ask me, like, behavior wise, has this improved anything? And it slightly has. It's not something I'm going to say is drastically noticeable. So, like, if you got your hopes up thinking that this was going to feel like a Galaxy S21 Fan Edition, sadly to tell you guys, it won't. There's still some jitter and jank regarding the user interface for the most part. Now, if mine looks kind of fluid and smooth, it is because I do have the extended RAM turned on. I do have a micro SD card in here, which this does support micro SD, so I'm able to move apps to SD, which is a lot of the heavy storage consuming apps, I've moved over to the SD card. Yes, you will feel a pinch in that, right? Like if you're launching Facebook, it may take a little bit longer to launch when you first power on your phone than what it would after it's cached and then you open it right after. That's just because the app is on the SD card. Majority of its data is on the SD card, which alleviates the internal storage, which allows me to use the extended RAM to extend virtual RAM to it for it to basically run a little bit smoother. But it's still an Exynos 1280, so it still can be choppy at times, especially if you're heavy gaming. So this is not a phone that I would say is good for gaming at all whatsoever. Light games like Pokemon Go, maybe Angry Birds and stuff, it'll run just fine. But if you're playing like Genshin Impact or any of those games, no, it's not going to run good at all on here. Let me just say that. So overall, One UI did fix, a few things. It did iron out some bugs. It did smooth out a couple of things, but nothing drastic that makes the phone feel like a flagship device to people's eyes. And, it is what it is. It's an older phone. It's at the end of life because it's not going to get One UI 8. If it does get it, oh man, I will put my foot in my mouth on a live stream, because I don't expect this to get that software update. I feel like that it's at its end of its rope. But even if it is, it's still a hell of a good phone, in my opinion. What say you? Drop your comment below. Thanks for checking out this video. Smash the like button. I'll talk to you on the next one.